What's going on, guys? So we have about 9 seconds until the market opens, and I'm going to show you very quickly on how it is that I scan for my swing trade stocks. So this is a TD Ameritrade ThinkorSwim platform. It's a free platform that you can download if you are within the United States. With that being said, I go to scan. This is my gap scanner. This is the set criteria that I have set up. So you guys can pause it here, and if you guys want to reference your scan off of this, then so be it, right? And this is pretty much what's popping up. CHFS just popped up. So let's see, CHFS. Nope, definitely don't like that one. That's not my style of trading, so I'm definitely not going to be focusing on that. So volume is a little bit low since I was trying to scan during pre-market hours. I'm going to raise the volume a little bit now. Let's see if anything can pop up. Oh, this thing is not getting... This thing's... All right, let's see what happens. There we go. Looks like my volume might be a little bit too high for... I just performed this scan during pre-market hours, and everything popped up pretty nicely. Let's see, DVD. Nope, don't like that one either. PK. Nope, not a huge fan of this one either. Give me 1 second. All right. Try MX. There we go. This is one of the stocks that ended up popping up. I don't know if you guys saw it when I first had my my charts pulled up. But one of the things that I think I like about this one is that it's an ascending uptrend pattern. I had a previous pattern here from about $9 to highs of about $11. And it broke new highs, right? It has a new resistance at about $14, and that's something that I think we could all understand. And it has an ascending uptrend pattern, right? It's been seeing a sign of a continuous uptrend and making new highs. And its lows every time that it has some sell-offs aren't as low as they were before. With that being said, it's trying to build this little cup. As you guys can see, it's starting to trend back up. Something that I really like to wait for, to keep it very simple, is the MAC indicator already signaled it as a buy. RSI indicated that it was oversold, which is something that we can obviously indicate. And with that being said, I'm just going to have to be patient. So I'm going to have to set my alerts until this thing breaks above the 180-day EMA so I can catch it when it's on an uptrend. And let's calculate what the potential for profit is. Let's say I invest $10,000 and I do it when it breaks above the 180-day EMA. But I want to make sure that it gets going. So I'm going to go a little bit above the 180-day EMA, and I'm going to go around 1130. Overall resistance is about $14, and even if it doesn't have to make new highs. It could hit just that $14 price point, and that's 23% potential. So with $10,000, that's about $2,300 of a potential return. What's your potential for loss? Well, understanding that if it's showing this sign of an uptrend potential, and I go in at about 1130, I can manage my risk at $11 or 1099, whatever it is that I want to manage my risk at. And with that being said, my potential for loss, depending on where it is that you guys said it, can be anywhere from about 2.7%. So 23% potential compared to 2.3% potential for loss. Personally, that's a trade I think worth taking. One thing that I'm going to be doing with this one is I'm going to set my alerts. I want to make sure that I'm kept up to date on when this thing starts breaking above the 180-day EMA, but I want to make sure that I get it a little bit above that normal price point. So there we go. And then I'm also going to do it when it gets above 1150. All right. And just in case it breaks its pattern, I'm going to get it if it goes below 1050. So I know that I can remove it from my watch list since it's no longer validating that pattern. So zooming a little bit further back, I'm going to get this and then add it to my swing trade watch list, just because it's not an active watch list right now. It's not one that's actively trending above the 180-day EMA. That's why I don't have it in this watch list. I'm going to have it in the swing trade watch list. Let's go ahead and cover UGAS. This is the inverse ETF. Something that I wanted to quickly cover is the margins during pre-market hours. Do you see how it bounces off the purple bottom VWAP and it peaks out at the top VWAP? What is that potential for profit that it has? So from the bottom of about 570, that's where it's really building its support. And then its top at about $6. So that's the support and resistance, the margin of potential profit that it's built so far. Yeah, my ThinkorSwim is messing up. With that being said, the overall potential for profit within this margin is about 5.27%. You guys have to ask yourself, is that a trade worth taking? We could see that it's starting to indicate of an uptrend again, bouncing at the same lows. Is this a risk worth taking? MACD indicators indicating that it's signaling up. So is the RSI. It's up to you. This is something that you guys have to determine yourself and be able to manage your risk. Let's go ahead and go down the list. AKS had a huge sell-off this morning, and it continues to drop from the days prior. Why is it that might be happening? It hit a resistance at about $5.50. Looking at this at the 180-day analysis, it was overextended. It was, consistently showing signs of an uptrend. It did this right before it hit $5. It had a little bit of a sell-off. So, when it's a swing trade or when it's a number of days that we, view, we can't expect this thing to be a perfect, straight line up, right? Or a perfect pattern up. So these pullbacks are inevitable, but it's in these pullbacks that I tend to see the most potential, because it allows me on this ascending uptrend pattern to be able to buy low for a deal, which then I can later sell for a profit, right? So make sure that you have this one in your watch list, set your alerts, and whenever it is that you see value in it, then it's up to you to take a position. I'm going to set my alert when this thing goes below 510, as I would like to catch it at the bounce at $5. The reason why is its old resistance was $5, which will most likely make it a new support. We have to wait for the verification and the confirmation, and then once we get that, then I would be all set. Too much consolidation happening at about 1550. Not liking that one too much right now. BZUN, some consolidation happening about 32, still trending above the 180-day EMA, so that's nice to see. XXII, we called this one out perfectly from $2. And it has hit a resistance at about $3 overall. There's no question about that. We called it out perfectly. I sold my position at 284 about 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken, and it had this pullback. And now we're just waiting for a confirmation that it's still going to continue to trend back up. And after I get that confirmation, then I can take another swing trade position. But until then, I'm not going to do it, because if anything, the MACD indicator is indicating a sell-off, so is the RSI, and so is its pattern as well. It's almost building a peak. So it's kind of flatlining here. Not a very good sign. GoPro, a lot of consolidation happening at about $8. $8 to $8.30. I'm waiting for $8.30 for a swing trade for it to break above $8.30. But as of now, just basically on how it's been playing out, has been hitting lows of $8 and the highs of $8.20. If you guys do the math, that's not a bad day trade. So from $8 to the $8.20, 2.4%. Just ask yourself, is that something that's worth taking? And then KEM continues its uptrend pattern up on the day, but overall, it's up to you. We just have a wide selection of swing trade potential that are doing pretty well, and KEM is definitely one of those that fit within that criteria. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too many options, so I'm going to leave it there. If you guys haven't watched yesterday's video, I filmed a video with my friend Ella. She's actually a TechBot Solutions member. Feel free to click on that video, especially if you're new to trading. We cover a bunch of frequently asked questions, and I know that it can definitely help a lot of you guys out. So feel free to watch this one if you guys haven't already, and if you guys haven't subscribed, we'd greatly appreciate it. All the links are provided for you down below. If you guys aren't a part of our Facebook group already, you guys can simply click on the second link in the description, and it will guide you on over to our free Facebook group. We have over 60,000 members within our networking platform, and we would love to be a part of your success. And if you want to, take trading to your trading experience to the next level, feel free to click on the first link in the description, and it will show you my A to Z on what has led to my success and the different success stories of the different people that I mentor, and everything that's included in my lesson library. So if you want to invest in the stock market, if you want to learn how to buy and resell cars, and if you want to learn how I bought my first house by age 20, then this is definitely going to be the way on how to get started. And I kind of teach people on, like, my 2015 GTR, the McLaren, the Z06, the Audi R8 that I had, how I flip them for profit, and how I get to enjoy them while I own them. So thank you guys again for all your time. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.